What is going on, Crash Nation? Welcome back. Here we are, Game 4 of the NLCS. Won Game 3, 1-0. What a pitching and defensive series this has been. I wasn't expecting this, but man, these two pitching staffs on these teams have shut down the offense. As the Phillies now going to JJ Romero in Game 4. And your Diamondbacks trusting the longtime veteran of this team, Merrill Kelly, to give us a 2-game advantage going into Game 5. And now, only sitting 2 games away from a World Series berth. Can we finish our job in Philly? JJ Romero making his very first playoff appearance. Had himself a decent year for a number 4 man. Under 5 ERA. 120 innings, struck out 93. Whip was a bit higher though, so hopefully we can get men on base. Rojas leading off once again here, killing it these playoffs. 2-2 count now to Rojas. Lefty on lefty. Pitches up. And Rojas has a leadoff single right back up the middle for the first hit on the first at bat of the day. Rojas letting his team know job's not done yet. Mountcastle, he goes down and gets a sinker. And the Phillies turn a double play to end any threat that started this inning. Nice bounce back pitch from Romero there. Full count. Not full count, excuse me. Walk to Ryan Mountcastle. Didn't get much sleep. I was in the hospital last night, guys. I'm sorry. 2-2 count. Carson Kelly gets a pitch. It could drop, but it will. Right in front of the center fielder. He was playing too deep on Kelly, which is fair. He's had himself a heck of a year. Just shy of 40 home runs. 2 count to Gino. And he gets ahead of fastball, but too much of weak contact. Will round out to second to end the inning. We get 2 hits off of Merrill, but we can't score. It's Merrill Kelly making his second appearance of these playoffs. 3.6 ERA through 5 innings. Whip under 1 with 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Hoping he can continue this pitching dominance in this series versus the Phillies. Alec Baum still leading off for the Phillies. First pitch, Kelly. Oh, a little bit of a hanging curveball. Alec Baum sits back on it, and he will have a leadoff single. For the first time this series, both teams get leadoff hits to start their inning off. 2-2 count to Segura. And he goes down and chases one in the dirt. Kelly doesn't think about 2. He just makes sure Segura is out at first. Didn't want to force an error at second base there. Look at the Phillies lineup here today. Segura and Bryce Harper definitely the more dangerous hitters in this lineup. And speaking of Bryce Harper, next man up, fouls one off, 0-1 count. Merrill Kelly with the pitch. Doesn't get him chasing a low sinker. Pitch up again for Harper. Rolls one over to Seth Beer playing first today. Flips it to Kelly. Man on third with 2 outs now. Can Merrill Kelly keep this inning scoreless and tied going into the second? Nick Castellanos, 1-2 count. Merrill Kelly trying to end it here. And he does! What a curveball! It drops in on the dot. Froze Castellanos. And that's a one way to end the inning. Perfectly placed curveball. Castellanos couldn't do anything with it. So we head top 2, tied at 0. Buddy Kennedy had his first playoff hit and RBI, the game-winning hit yesterday. 0-0 count. Romero checking that swing. It's called a strike as he went around. Buddy Kennedy, a 5th-round pick in 2017. Trying to prove he can stay in the majors here in these playoffs. What's had a tough go of it. See, pops out to second base in the outfield there. Hopefully can pick things up a bit. Segura has definitely been hot in this series. We'll see if we can cool him down a bit. Seth Beer. Lefty on the lefty. He was looking for a higher pitch there, but he is called out. Oh, by half a step. 1-2 count now for another youngster. Dominic Canzone. And a two-seamer inside. Handcuffs him. Strikes out to end the top of the second. 1-2-3 to the Diamondbacks. See if Schwarber can do some damage here in the bottom of the second. Next pitch. Schwarber, liner, but Aquino there. Calm and collected, makes the play in left field for the first out. 0-2 count now for the once former top prospect Adames. And he's going to roll one over to Nick Ahmed playing second. 2 straight outs for the Phillies here to start the bottom of the second now. On deck, JT Realmuto, full count. And the pitch gets away from Kelly. That's a 2-out walk. Always dangerous. 3-0 count for Realmuto now. Back-to-back walks. 2 men on, 2 out. Lane Thomas trying to bring home some runs for the Phillies. Merrill Kelly jams them. Ahmed makes the play. And the Diamondbacks escape danger on back-to-back walks with 2 outs. As we go top third now, still tied at 0. Usually first run is a nice advantage. See if we can get it here. 1-1 count to Nick Ahmed. Could be his final games as a Diamondback. He is a free agent and he gets a hard single up the middle. Doing what he can to make the last in memory as a D-back. Rojas 0-2 count, and he connects with the fastball. Just misses one and flies out to center for the first out. 1 man on, 1 out still for the D-backs. 1-1 count for Lariano. And he pops up a sinker, and it's going to go foul, but Segura there. 2 down. Popped it up too much, gave the second baseman enough time to get there. Full count for Mountcastle now. And he goes down. It looks like he just get under that one too. And the center fielder's there. Well in time. Popping these things up a bit too much here on Romero's pitches. Alec Baum, 1 for 1 on the day. Leading off, bottom of the third. Merrill Kelly with the windup, the release. And a hard grounder to Buddy Kennedy. And he makes the play for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Can't ask much more than that. Merrill Kelly, 1-1 count to Segura. Buddy Kennedy again from third. And he makes that throw. The youngster not letting the nerves get to him here. Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 on the day. 2 out, no on. And he gets jammed, but Buddy Kennedy, 3 straight plays, 3 straight outs. The young third baseman showing some confidence as we go top 4. Tied at 0. Another low offense game here. See who can break through first. Hand pitch. Carson Kelly lines out. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Didn't get under enough that one. Full count for Aquino now. He's had a heck of a playoffs. High fastball. He just misses that one for the second out. Romero's second strikeout of the day. It's not like we're striking out much. We're just not having any luck where the ball's hit. Buddy Kennedy rolls one over to shortstop. And he makes the play. Adames ends the top of the 4th with the score still tied 0-0. On deck, Kyle Schwarber. 3-1 count to Castellanos. Rolls one over. Rojas dives, but it gets by him. And that's a leadoff hit for the Phillies. With Realmuto, one of the better hitting catchers out there. 2-2 count. And he chases a changeup. Don't know what he was thinking there, but Merrill Kelly had him fooled. Willie Adames now 1 on, 1 out. Rolls one over. Can it be 2? No, it's too slow hit, so Ahmed just makes the play at first. And there's 2 down with the man on second now, which should be the go-ahead run. 3-0 count. Colin Moran. Sinker. That should have been a strike. Merrill Kelly's shaking his head at the... come on, man. That's in the zone. 1-1 count. 2 outs, 2 on. Merrill Kelly. Low pitch. Kelly gets him at third. Ends the inning. That could have been dangerous, but Carson Kelly takes a Merrill Kelly pitch low and throws the man out at third. Top 5 we go. Seth Beer. 0-0 count. No on. Gets a pitch. Possible Oppo Taco. It's slicing. It is caught at the wall in foul territory for the first out. Castellanos makes the play. Down at can zone now. Try and make something happen like Buddy Kennedy. Takes a pitch for a ball. 1-0 count. Next one up. Bit of a hanger. Slider. It's gonna be hanging too much in center field. Second out. It's just too windy here in Philly. Ball doesn't want to leave the park. Nick Ahmed now trying to keep the inning alive. Hard hit ball. That one will drop right in front of the right fielder. Nick Ahmed's second hit of the day. Doing his thing. 1-2 count to Rojas. Bit of a hanger, but it's lined right at Segura. Almost took his glove off, but makes the play. And that will end top of the 5th as we go bottom 5 now. 3-0 count. Realmuto. And he draws a walk. Kelly's starting to walk a lot more guys than he did last game here. Hopefully not something too urgent to worry about. Lane Thomas. He strikes out on a curveball, which has been deadly tonight for the Phillies. They just can't seem to get the timing down on it. Then Alec Baum fouls a pitch off foul. 0-1 count. 1 on, 1 out. Kelly with the release. Buddy Kennedy makes a jump and play, but Alec Baum gets his second hit of the day. A liner over the third baseman's head. Perfectly placed. Buddy Kennedy tried, but that is just too hard to hit ball. 2 on, 1 out. Segura. Nick Ahmed makes 1 out to Rojas. Double play to end the inning. Merrill Kelly has definitely gotten out of danger whenever there's been danger of scoring from the Phillies here, so that's what you want to see out of a pitcher. Not getting nervous. 0-1 count now. Top 6 to Lariano. He gets a pitch to hit. It could drop in, and it does. A leadoff single. We're getting men on base. We just can't bring them home. Can that change here? Ryan Mountcastle. He tries to go right back up the middle on a 1-2 count, but they make the play at first. Avoid the double play. Man on second now. Carson Kelly. He hits one hard. It's deep. It's going. It is caught at the warning track at the 400 feet mark. Lane Thomas has speed to get there. 0-1 count for Aquino now. He gets a hard hit ball. Segura dives, and he can't make the play. He saves the run, but Aquino is safe. Men on the corners now with 2 out. Segura marks a heck of a defensive play here, but bounces off his arm. Keeps it in infield at least. Buddy Kennedy. Hand and pitch. It's going. And it is caught shy of the warning track in right field. D-backs having trouble bringing home runs. Will it be the death of them here in Game 4? Bryce Harper, 0 for 2 on the day. Trying to raise this stadium with cheers. He's first pitch swinging, Lariano in center field. And he's a good 20 feet away from the warning track there for the first out. Merrill Kelly, his pitch count starting to get up there a little bit, so let's see if this will be his last inning, or if he can go into the 7th. Castellanos gets a pitch. It's going. It's deep. It's gone. Leaping attempt by Canzone, but Castellanos, a solo shot in the bottom of the 6th, gives the Phillies the first run of the game. Oh my goodness. Just when we were talking about maybe Merrill Kelly's getting tired, Castellanos gets Phillies fans crazy. The maniac is getting this place riled up. With 3 innings left, the Phillies take the lead. They finally get the first run of the game. Castellanos, he went down and got that one. At least it wasn't really in the middle, it wasn't low. He good hit. Full count now for Kyle Schwarber. Merrill Kelly walks another one. Now 1 on, 1 out. Merrill Kelly's just struggling with his control here in Philly. 0-1 count now. Rojas for 1. Ahmed for 2. Double play. Escaped with danger, but 1 run does score on the solo shot. Another alert there is Castellanos. Playing hero. Goes down and gets one for the Phillies. Only their 4th hit of the day, but the biggest one. Full count now for Seth Beer. Trying to even this thing up. He will draw a walk. Leadoff walk is fine. We'll take it. Men in base. Dominic Canzone rolls one over to first for 1, 2, double play. That's the worst possible thing we could have done after a leadoff walk. Nick Ahmed now 1-2 count with 2 outs. And he's caught looking. He was looking for another pitch. And that will end the top of the 7th. As Seth Elledge now comes in once again versus the Phillies, who's been dominant, seeing if he can slow down and keep this game within reach for his teammates. 0-2 count to Colin Moran. Next pitch. Caught looking on a slider, strikes him out on 3 pitches. Seth Elledge has been huge these playoffs. Remuto, 1-0 count. Fly out to center field as long as Lariano makes the play. And he does safely. 2 out on 5 pitches. A little bit of hiccup there. Sorry, people. 2-1 count now. Seth Elledge, he gives up a rocket. That one hops off the wall. Lane Thomas is into second, thinking 3. He stops at 2. A 2-out double for the Phillies. 2-0 count now to Alec Baum. 2 for 3 on the day. Rolls one over to Rojas. And he will make sure the inning ends there. Throwing top 8, down 1-0. Man, oh man. Josh Rojas, 1 for 3. Gets a bit of a hand and pitch. It's got a chance. It's going. It is gone. Josh Rojas has done it again these playoffs. His 3rd. And he has tied this game up in the top of the 8th. Josh Rojas, are you kidding me? My goodness, this guy knows clutch. And all of a sudden, we are tied with 2 innings left to play. Lariano giving Rojas some love. A high outside 2-seam fastball. And Rojas takes it to right field. Look on his face of determination there. It's a good thing the Phillies' right field ball is a little bit high for an outfielder, but that will do it now for Romero's day. He had a pretty solid outing. Avoided danger when it mattered most, but both pitchers give off a solo home run shot, and the game is now tied at 1. Romero rocking the sick mustache. Doesn't get a standing ovation, which I thought was a little bit silly, but Seranthony Dominguez comes into the game now, making his 2nd appearance. See if he can keep this game tied. For the Phillies here. Now can we get to the bullpen? Lariano, full count. Gets a pitch to hit. It's curving. It's going to be foul. And another play caught in foul territory at left field by Castellanos. 1 out. There is a lot of wind here in Philly today, so the ball hasn't been leaving the park. But 0-2 count Mountcastle. Bit of a hand and changeup, and caught by the center fielder. He's just got too much speed. He can get that range. 2 outs, no on. Game tied. Top of the 8th. Carson Kelly, full count. Pitched ahead and he smokes one. Carson Kelly, that one is gone. Slider right down the middle. Oh my goodness, Anthony Dominguez, what have you done? Carson Kelly's second home run of this postseason, the biggest of his career so far, gives the Diamondbacks a lead. With 2 outs in the top of the 8th, the Diamondbacks are up by 1. And Citizens Bank Park is stunned. They can't believe what has happened. Joe Girardi is stunned. Kelly, he's fired up. The Diamondbacks are fired up. What a shot. Carson Kelly, are you kidding me? Wow. Talk about clutch. 412 feet. No doubt home run. 3-0 count now to Aquino. Trying to see if he can go back-to-back home runs. He'll draw a walk. The Phillies bullpen is going to their other reliever here. Jose Alvarado makes his 3rd appearance of this postseason. Trying to do what Dominguez could not. Tried to go to the bottom 8th without any further damage. Buddy Kennedy, 3-1 count, and he walks him as well. Now there's 2 men on, 2 out. A runner in scoring position. Seth Beer looking for something. Pitch in the middle. Cutter didn't cut, and it's in the gap. 1 run is in, and there's a chance for 2. And he's rounded 3rd, and he is safe. The Diamondbacks have gotten 4 runs in the top of the 8th. Seth Beer, a 2-run double. The Phillies bullpen is falling apart in the top of the 8th. Seth Beer is fired up. 3-run lead now. Dominic Canzone, lefty on lefty, and that pitch right up the middle is another chance for a run. And Dominic Canzone has brought in Seth Beer. The Diamondbacks are up 5-1. The Phillies need a timeout or something. Nick Ahmed, 1-2 count with 1 on. And he strikes out. But the Diamondbacks have done what they needed to do. 5 runs in the top of the 8th. They finally get through this Phillies pitching staff when it matters the most. Rojas and Kelly with the 2 biggest hits. My goodness. Archie Bradley coming in now for his 3rd appearance of these postseason. He's had a solid year in the playoffs for us. Shut down the Padres. See if he can shut down the Phillies. 2-2 count for Segura. And he's caught looking on the outside 2-seamer. Strikes him out. Segura hitting himself on that one. Just caught looking. Check swing, but it was in the zone. Bryce Harper, 0-1 count. Gets a pitch to hit. Hard hit, but right at the right fielder. A liner at the young Canzone. Does his thing. Castellanos, 2 for 3 on the day with the home run. Nick Ahmed. What a play. What a play by the veteran. Dive and play to end the inning. That should have been a hit, but Ahmed says no. Let's go to the 9th. Let's get out of this game. What a play. 2-1 count now. Rojas, the pitch to hits. And it drops in front of the center fielder. Rojas having himself a day. Nice to see. Another leadoff hit. Ramon Laureano. Back-to-back hits. With no outs. 2 on now. And Diamondbacks trying to keep this rally going. Laureano giving some fist bumps. Dylan Maples now comes in for his 2nd playoff appearance. The Phillies have now gone to 4 bullpen pitchers and 6 outs. Trying to salvage this game. Keep it close. Mountcastle, wild pitch. Runners will advance. Now there's 2 men in scoring position. Not what Maples wanted to do. 2-2 count. Mountcastle, high slider, can't connect with it. My goodness. Carson Kelly, 1-0 count. Hainan pitch, and that is through the gap. 1 run in, and 2, Carson Kelly, a 3 RBI day. That's what you want to see, Carson Kelly. Do your thing. What a smoke show. Shortstop came in tight and couldn't make the play. Hard hit ball. Almost took Adames' head off. Aquino now. Kelly on base, but he will ground out into a double play to end the inning. But damage has been done. The Diamondbacks have scored 7 runs in the last 2 innings. Daniel Norris now coming in, the lefty, to try and close this game out. Up by 6. 1-0 count to Schwarber. Ahmed in the shift. Makes the play. He's played like a gold glover this game. Nick Ahmed. Crazy. 3-1 in the count now to Adames. And that will draw a walk. 1 on. 1 out. Down by 6. Colin Moran to Seth Beer. Throws for 1-2. Double play to end the game. And the Diamondbacks offense finally explodes here this series. Winning 7-1 and going 3-1 in this series. And all of a sudden, the Diamondbacks are 1 win away from going to the World Series for the first time since 2001. So there's something special about this run. There's some magic in the air. It's like it was destined to be. Oh my goodness. You can feel it, people. Just like that. We are 1 win away from the World Series. Can we do it next episode? We will see you then. Let's find out. And cheers. Have a good time.